Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nur Adib bin Abdul Karim. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed community members, and my fellow friends, I extend my heartfelt gratitude for your presence today. As a devoted student of Islamic studies, I find myself compelled to address a matter that resonates deeply within our shared values: the misuse of Islamic knowledge for personal gain. Imagine the profound trust we place in the wisdom of religious teachings, only to discover that they have been manipulated for individual profit. The hadith stern warning echoes in our heart: whoever seeks knowledge to compete with scholars, Allah will enter him into hellfire. Today, I wish to shed light on the pressing issue of the misuse of Islamic knowledge. As a student of Islamic studies, I stand against the misrepresentation of our sacred teachings. It is disheartening to witness the misappropriation of Islamic knowledge for personal gain, a practice that contradicts the very principles we hold dear. Islam, at its core, instructs us to be fair and kind to all. Regrettably, some individuals exploit religion to serve their personal interests, yet Islam teaches us a different path, one of fairness, honesty, and care for others. If we collectively adhere to these genuine teachings, we can rectify the cause and foster a better community for everyone. And then I would like to share to all of you about the three issues: misuse of Islamic knowledge for personal gain. The first one is misrepresentation. The misuse Islamic knowledge for personal gain leads to misrepresentation. This insidious practice involves the distortion or misinterpretation of religious teachings, presenting a skewed or false version of Islam to serve individual interests. Consider an alarming example found in an article entitled "The End to Hitting Women: Islam Perspective on Domestic Violence" by Imam Abdullah Hassan in 2013. The misuse of Quranic verses to justify domestic violence is a stark illustration of misrepresentation. It is imperative that we address this distortion promptly to preserve the authenticity of our beliefs. The distortion of religious teachings not only causes confusion but can lead to disillusionment among believers, hindering their spiritual growth. It is crucial for us to be vigilant and seek accurate knowledge, thus fortifying ourselves against such misleading interpretation. And the issues number two is exploitation. Exploitative practice may manifest in the form of selling products, services, and or information that are not genuinely aligned with Islamic principles. This exploitation undermines the sincerity and ethical foundation of Islamic teachings, causing harm to individuals and communities. To counter this, we must promote awareness within our community, encourage critical thinking, and emphasize the genuine values of honesty, fairness, and compassion within Islam. By doing so, we can safeguard our beliefs from those who seek to exploit them for personal gain. Exploitation not only harms individuals but also weakens the moral fabric of our community. We must actively engage in conversation that promote ethical conduct and discourage the misuse of our sacred teachings for personal benefits. And lastly, damage of trust. The misuse of Islamic knowledge for personal gain indeed causes severe damage to trust within communities. When individuals exploit religious teachings or positions of authority for their own benefit, it breaches the trust placed in religious leaders and the authenticity of the teachings themselves. Trust is the foundation of any community. When this trust is violated, it not only harms individual but weakens the fabric that binds us together. It's our collective responsibility to be vigilant and address any misuse that erodes the trust we place in our religious leaders and the teachings they share. The damage to trust within our communities is a profound consequence of the misuse of Islamic knowledge. It fractures the very essence of unity that our faith seeks to instill. Let us stand united against such breaches and work towards rebuilding the trust that forms the core of our community. In summary, the three misuse of Islamic knowledge for personal gain are misrepresentation, exploitation, and damage of trust. We have seen how this can cause confusion and disillusionment among believers, hindering their spiritual growth. It causes harm to individuals and communities, eroding trust in leaders and the authenticity of teachings. Understanding the depth of these issues is crucial as it equips us to address them effectively. By acknowledging this challenge, we lay the foundation for a more resilient and united community. Let's stand together against the misuse of Islamic knowledge for personal gain. It's time to uphold the true teachings of Islam by promoting fairness, honesty, and kindness. Together, let's educate ourselves and others, raise awareness, and actively prevent exploitation in the name of religion. By practicing the genuine values of Islam and fostering a community rooted in integrity and compassion, we can ensure that Islamic teaching serve their rightful purpose of guiding us toward goodness and serving others, not for personal advantage, but for the betterment of all. In closing, the misuse of Islamic knowledge for personal gain stands as a betrayal of the principle of fairness, compassion, and integrity that lie at the heart of Islam. It not only distorts the true essence of the faith, but also erodes trust within communities. Upholding the genuine teachings of Islam, fostering honesty, selflessness, and a commitment to serving others is crucial in combating this misuse. By staying true to these values, we can ensure that Islamic teachings serve their intended purpose of guiding individuals toward a path of rightness and ethical conduct, benefiting both individual and communities alike. That's all from me. Thank you.